Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna, this is Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals, and today I am going to be doing the first video in a series that I will be doing this month, and that is A Booktuber Made Me Do It. Okay, so it is the end of the year. We're getting to it. And I wanted to take this month to celebrate some of the people on BookTube whom I love and trust and respect. And I apparently listen to all their reading recommendations, or at least some of them. I am going to be talking about one specific booktuber in each of these videos. I'm going to be doing them once a week, and I'm going to be talking about the books that I read based on their recommendation or because of them. So today's booktuber spotlight that I will be talking about the books I read because of them, and that is Chelsea from Chelseadolling Reads. Chelsea is one of the most beautiful people on BookTube. I love her so much. She was actually one of the very first people that I subscribed to, probably either right before or right after I started doing my channel. She was kind of one of the OG booktubers for me anyways. And I got to meet her in New York, and I love her with my whole heart. And there's a few books on this list, so let's just get started. Chelsea is very well known for loving and enjoying and finding new graphic novels, and there have been a few graphic novels that I have read because of her. The first being Giant Days. I've read a few of the volumes, not all of them, but I really love this series. I don't know if the whole series has been 4 or 5 stars, but there have definitely been some gems in there, and I love it a whole heckin' ton. And then the other graphic novel that I read because of Chelsea, she had read it during Smutathon last year, and then I picked it up this year for one of the readathons. I don't remember which one, but that was Sunstone. And I read volumes 1 through 3, and it was purely went onto my radar because of Chelsea. This is a female BDSM smutty erotic novel, or smutty graphic novel. There we go. I can't talk today. What are words? This was really good. I think this one was like a 4-star read for me, and it was very interesting. I had never read anything that was very much on page smut as far as graphic novel was concerned. It's a little bit weird. I was reading it on my phone, and I'm like, don't look, nobody look at me. So that was a little bit weird. Anyways, so I've picked up a lot of graphic novel recommendations from Chelsea, but those were 2 that definitely were standouts for me. All right, another, it's more of an author that Chelsea is absolutely, in love with, and one of her books ended up on the top books of the year. I couldn't get to that book, which was Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno. It wasn't on Book Outlet. This one was, so I read Everything All at Once by Katrina Leno. I read this for the reading rush, I think, over the summer, and it was just a perfect book for that time of the year. This is about a girl who loses her aunt, who she was really good friends with, and then she has to go on all these adventures that her aunt kind of writes letters about, or has to do these little challenges. It was really good. I think I ended up giving this one 3.5 stars, but rounded up to 4. So I really enjoyed it, and I am really interested to pick up more of Katrina Leno's work, and that's thanks to Chelsea. All right, the next book that I picked up, I at least got put on my radar, mostly because of Chelsea. She read it during one of the very early contemporary-a-thons, and read it in one day and absolutely loved it. And so then I put it on my radar. I think I actually paid full price for this book. I just ordered it off of Amazon at that point. And that was Autobiography by Christina Lauren. These boys are precious, and I love them. This is about 2 boys in high school in Provo, Utah. I live in Salt Lake, so that was one of those things that buzzword for me. And this is about 2 boys, one of them being in the LDS church. Obviously, the LDS church kind of frowns on homosexuality, and so there was this struggle between religion and loving who you love and everything that goes along with that. And I loved every single minute of this. Obvious 5-star read, and I reread it again this year. And then another book that is also two lovely, lovely boys that you know what I'm talking about. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I actually, she read this as an ARC, and I immediately went to NetGalley to request said ARC and got it and read it. I read it twice this year. I love these boys with my whole heart and soul. I just actually finished this book a couple of weeks ago. Alex and Henry. It's Henry. I always want to say Harry because it's Prince Harry, but it's actually Prince Henry. These boys. I love these boys so much. I love this book. I love the author. Casey McQuiston is an absolute gem of a human being. I love reading her stuff on Twitter. It was so good. It was so good. So, anyways, this was definitely something I picked up because of Chelsea. All right, the next book that I picked up because of Chelsea was actually because I started watching their live shows, Chelsea and Julie's live shows last year when they were doing the... I don't remember what it was called, but it was like the Smutty Book Club. I can't remember what they called it because they haven't been doing it this year. But this was the pick for one of the months, and I hadn't heard anything about it. So, I jumped on the hype train and absolutely loved it. I've read her second book after this, and I will continue to read all of this author's works as it's published. But that is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. This ended up making my top books of 2018. I think. I know it made the top 5 of the first half. I think it made the top 10. I don't know. But anyways, it was really good. This is about a woman who is autistic or has Asperger's and a male escort. And she actually hires this male escort because she doesn't know how to date or have sex, or, it's just not enjoyable for her. And then obviously they fall in love because it's a romance. And of course, it would not be a Chelsea video if I did not talk about The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I read this during the very first contemporary thought I ever participated in, a month after I found Chelsea. And she was praising this and loving it, and it was just, she said it was the most amazing book she'd ever read. Obviously, she's read it 10 times, I think. And so I picked it up. I made it fit a couple of the prompts and picked it up and read it and loved it, and yeah, it was a 5-star read for me. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you are somehow hiding under a rock and are not subscribed to Chelsea, I will link her channel down below. I love Chelsea with my whole heart and soul. She is an absolute wonderful, wonderful person, and I love her. I love her so much. I'm so glad that we got to be friends this year, and that is all I have for you today. I'm going to stop gushing now. That is all I have for you today. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button that you can do so down below the video, and all of the links to my social media will be in the description below if you would like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.